Hey, welcome back, guys. I had promised you guys this story about why I started YouTube in the first place. It's going to be called my UAE story, which is uterine artery embolization. It's a procedure to treat fibroids without surgery. Instead, the doctor or radiologist uses special imaging methods to treat your uterine fibroids. During the procedure, the blood supply of the fibroids is cut off, causing the fibroids to shrink. And fibroids are non-cancerous growths in the uterus that develop during a woman's childbearing years. And the cause of fibroids isn't well understood. They do say African American women, we have them the most. My fibroid was about 9 centimeters, which I think was like the size of a orange. And it was causing me all kind of trouble. This was back in, well, the procedure was back in 2017. I think I started having symptoms around 2015. And at that point, I had been working. I was a hairdresser at that point for 18 years with a pretty much perfect attendance record. And I started, missing like 2 days every month. And, it was like on clock. And, I think I hadn't been to the GYN in, like 3 years or something like that. I finally went in 2015, and she said she felt, fibroids and could feel my tummy. It was really hard, and I had to get an MRI and all that. They wanted to do a hysterectomy, which I was scared of. As you guys know, I'm a single mom, and my parents, they help me as much as they can. And also my son that you see on here, he has mild autism. I don't know if you all knew that. His YouTube name is Open Shutter, which he wanted to do that on his own. I have an autism story also on here that you guys can look at. I'll tell you all about that. He told me I could tell you guys about that. And then my daughter was to graduate that year, so I didn't want to miss anything also, but mainly, I didn't want to miss anything. I didn't want to lose any money at work, and I was scared to death. But I should have went ahead and did it, because this procedure, which was supposed to be minor, I ended up almost bleeding to death. They go in through your femoral artery. I believe that's what it's the main artery, and in your groin. And this was at Kaiser. And my parents and the kids, they took me that day, and I just had a bad feeling that day. And my mom even said that, the procedure took too long. She's in the medical field also, so she knows. And she, was asking about me, And the picture I'm going to put in here, my lips were black. I was dark, so I know I was near death. So I was bleeding out. But the doctor basically, he finished the procedure, and I guess they had the X-ray tech. He was a man. His name was Winston, I believe, and they do it through imaging, so they needed him, and I think he left the room to do something else. But they had one lady on this side, on my left side of my groin, and the other lady on my right side, which is the main side, which where the catheter was. And all I could look up and see was just her eye just panicking. So, and I felt like warm liquid running down my leg. And then the girl was telling her, "You got to put more pressure on that." And so she's like, "Go get Winston. Somebody go get Winston." And I'm just laying there like, I guess this is it, y'all. Which was really amazing, because I didn't feel panic. It probably was the drugs that they had gave me. Um, so Winston miraculously came in, and he said, "I'm so sorry." He put all his weight on my groin there to get that blood to stop. And that's when I realized after that I don't have any pictures of me. Like with the kids, I'm always behind the camera. And I said, "Oh, this YouTube thing would be fun to do, And so that's how I started YouTube. I wanted memories with my kids. Then I started seeing all the larger YouTubers, and I said, "Ooh, they're making money off of these ads," because the ads, I was like, "Wow, these ads on here, they're so annoying." And I said, so they're making money. So I said, that would be a nice journey to have the kids. They could have, my YouTube channel that, could have them some money coming in one day. So yeah, y'all, that's why I started YouTube. And I still wish to this day that I hadn't been so fearful to get a hysterectomy because I'm still going through. It didn't really help. The procedure didn't really help. So now I'm still going through 4 years later pain. Not as bad as it was before because like I said, I would just be out all day. Like I felt like I had the flu, but it was just, I couldn't describe it. It was just such bad, heavy bleeding and all that stuff. So now I really don't know what I'm going to do because they said, menopause is like, it starts at 51 and I still have 7 more years for that. And I'm still scared to get, because they told me they would have to cut me old school. So they wouldn't cut me a bikini cut. They would have to cut me straight up and down. So that really freaked me out too. So yeah, you guys, I don't even know. The whole experience has freaked me out. I haven't even been to the GYN in like 5 years, y'all. That's terrible. That's really, really terrible. I have to get back on track. I'm behind on my mammogram by a year because when I was going to get it, COVID had started and they canceled all the appointments. So yeah, y'all. If you have any questions, you can ask me down below. But this procedure, I wouldn't recommend it. I think Condoleezza Rice, she was one of the first people to get it back in 2008. You guys have to research that. I think that's what it was. But as far as the fibroids, I mean, I don't even really feel my belly, but it does feel like it probably shrank, but I heard that they pretty much grow back. And also, they say after this procedure, you probably can't have kids anymore, which I really don't. I don't. I don't really care about that at this age. Too old anyway. Um, and unless you're a celebrity in my age. But anyway, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So I hope this video explained to you why I started YouTube. Because I always wanted to tell you guys, but I was always putting it off. I don't know why. I just forget. My memory's going at this age. All right, you guys, take care. Be safe. Be well. Bye.